Hey everybody, it's Dan from the Outdoor Trade Show Network. It's Sunday night. It's time for We Care You Matter. Tonight I want to talk about my friend Doyle and a product that we make here in Evansville, Wisconsin, which are these stand-down rounds that come from Avert Industries. And we're manufacturing them here in Evansville, here in the shop, along with Doyle in Georgia. And it's been going along so well that it just keeps going, and we get more and more and more because more police departments are getting these rounds in their hands and they're using them and they're finding out the advantages, and there's many advantages to using these stand-down rounds that let me do this here. There's so many, there's just a lot of advantages. So, and the reason I'm doing this tonight is that back in, here the other day, Officer.com, which is a website that most of your police officers, many in the law enforcement industry, they a lot of their information, a lot of the content or what they find out as far as new products and as far as that all goes is they go to Officer.com and they look at articles, get up to date on what's going on in the law enforcement and the side of what's going on here. And they did an article and they did a write-up on Avert Industries, StandDown Less Lethal lead-free projectiles. And it was a really nice article. If you'd like to read it, that would be great. If you have a police department in your town or your area and you would like, I think this is a product that they should be incorporating in what they're doing. It limits liability. There's so many advantages. There's just so many advantages to using this product as far as just taking care of doing your community service. I can't say enough good things. There's two projectiles. So here's what we have here. This is a 12 gauge round. It comes out of a smooth bore 12 gauge. And these are squishy projectiles. You get two of these that come out of here. And they are accurate as accurate can be. At 30 yards, you hit whatever you aim at. And that's one of the big things about, we make them by hand here. This is a product that's made by hand. It's not done by machine. It's done by hand. And we do a lot of testing. We're constantly testing our velocities. We're constantly checking the accuracy. We're making sure that one of the big things is that, this is police officers and citizens are shooting people with these to make a problem go away or to make someone that's not compliant. So we have to be very meticulous about, that we're putting the best product that we can out there. And one of the things I guess I'd like to show you is I've got across the lot from me a tow truck guy that's over there. He parks stuff from time to time. One day, I'm always testing in the morning. I test my velocities before we start making rounds. I shot a window, and that's what it looks like. That's at about 30. That would be at about 35 yards. I just shot that at a car window. Now it didn't break the window, as you can see. You can kind of push in. It shows where it hits, but it hits with quite a wallop. There's quite a wallop to these. They're accurate, and it's amazing. What they do, and the other thing is, here's what it looks like when after someone. That's 3 days. That's what a bruise looks like. 3 days. I think that's 3 or 4 days after a guy got shot. That's what a bruise that he had his leg looked like. So, they hit with a pretty good wallop. You get hit with this, it makes someone that's not compliant. I've got them at home. Like I've tried to tell my family is everybody knows what it sounds like for a 12 gauge to rack a round in a 12 gauge. Everybody knows what that sound is. If you don't, you won't forget after you've heard it once. If somebody's in my house, you're not supposed to be there, you're kind of sneaking, or I think there's something going on, you're going to hear a round get racked in a 12 gauge. And that's a way, it's almost like a rattlesnake with their rattle saying, it's time for you to leave or go away. You're going to get shot with one of these, two of these. There's no recoil to this. That's the other thing for women to use these. You're not going to kill whoever you're having a problem with. They're going to go away. They're going to leave you alone. You're going to make a problem go away with these, but you're not going to kill somebody and end up with the rest of your life in prison. And that's one of my arguments all along has been that. You are not going to kill somebody shooting them with these less lethal stand-down rounds. It's good. You're going to hurt them real bad, and they're not going to you're going to think you got shot with a 12 gauge, but it did. It doesn't break the skin. These are smushy, and all that energy goes into what they hit, and they're accurate. And I guess that's the two best things I can say is they're accurate, and they're not going to break if they do break the skin, you're not going to kill somebody with these, So, and that's the big thing for police department. It limits their liability. It makes it brings a situation under control. I guess that's the best way of putting it. But that's what I want to talk about is go to officer.com and put in, it was on April 29th of 2021. You could do in the search Avert Industries, or you could scroll down through and you'll see the article that has to do with the Avert Industries StandDown Less Lethal lead-free projectiles. And that's something that we make and that we manufacture right here in Evansville, along with Doyle in Georgia. But, and if you get a hold of us, I think I'd rather you get a hold of Doyle. Get a hold of me if you need some. I think he's at $16 or $16.50. Well, here's a box of 5. So here's what a box looks like. This would be a box of 5. I think what they're on the shelves for is in the $16, $16.50 range. I got to talk to Tim and see what he's got them on our website for. But that's somewhere where it's just a touch over $3 a round. But that's a pretty good deterrent. And they're, like I said, I can't say there's so many good things that have to do with this product. And it's a new product, but we're getting constantly, every day, I got to make more and more and more for the orders and to keep up with the orders. And one of the other things is if somebody knows a police department that would be interested or should have these, get a hold of me. Or I'll get a hold of Avert Industries and recommend this to your police department. And if there's a way that we could work with them or a training facility where they're at, we're more than willing to get this out there. The more people we show and the more that we talk about this and make this, get this out in front of people, the better it'll be on both our end and the police or the on the other end. You're not going to get killed by this. It's going to hurt really bad. They're accurate. There's not it's a great product. And then the other thing I wanted to talk about is I haven't been on in the last couple of weeks. I'm going to probably do less and less that has to do with Facebook here. We are a firearms manufacturing company. That's what we do. We manufacture firearms. Now, I want to talk about guns that we're selling. I want to talk about firearms that we're manufacturing. And I can't do that on Facebook or YouTube because I'll get taken down and I'll get censored. And we need to have, I think one of the big things I'd like to do with this We Care You Matter is we need to talk about the direction we're going. I would like to talk to people that think that gun control is a good thing. I would love to have conversations, and I would like to understand where people are coming from in looking for firearms control. I don't understand. I don't understand their side of the line at all. I do not understand one bit. And I mean, not even a little bit. I don't understand it. So I would like to have some conversations, and I would like to have some open discussions with people that are for gun control and think gun control is a good thing, because I don't understand it. Now, we're a manufacturer of firearms. We make a great, this is one that we've got. This is the only one I pretty much got left that hasn't been spoken. This is a Magpul Green. It's got a Bravo Company buttstock on it. This is our Red Legion Defense modular weapon system. It's got a 5.56 NATO barrel on it. I mean, we're making, I think we make probably probably the best rifle out there. And I'll put our rifle up against anybody's. Get a hold of me. We'll send you an invoice. They're $17.99 plus tax and shipping. And we'll send you one of these. I can make, I'm actually been quite enjoying what's going on here at the shop. Between making stand-down rounds and making rifles, life is pretty good around here. But I still would like to have that conversation. I would like to talk to somebody, and I would like to have open. I would like to understand where, how gun control is a good thing. I don't understand. I don't even know where to start to try to understand it. So with that, I want to say thank you. Join me next week. If you are a manufacturer, you have products that have to do with the outdoors, or if you're in the firearms industry, I want to talk to you about your products. I'd like to talk about what you got going on, what you got for sale. I just would like to know and share the information myself. So with that, I want to say thank you. Please, if you get a chance, go back to officer.com. It's the April 29th article for StandDown Less Lethal. Read the article. We're making them here in Evansville. Doyle's making them in Georgia, and it's a great product. It just keeps growing and growing, and we need more and more people to know about it. And with that, I guess I'm going to say thank you. And join me. What else have I got to share? I guess that's it, everybody. So thank you, and join me next week.